Well, hello everybody. I'm Chris, and I'm here now also with Chris, who is the winner of our California Dream Flight Sweepstakes. For those who might not be aware, AMA put together the California Dream Flight Sweepstakes as a fundraising effort for the AMA Foundation. Through the sweepstakes and through the generous donations of many of our members and non-members alike, we raised $15,000 that are going to help the AMA forward our missions. Today, I want to talk to you. It seems like you've had a pretty awesome day as our grand prize winner. I want you to talk a little bit about what your day has been like. What'd you do today?
Oh, I tell you, it's from coming up to the airport in Minneapolis to a canceled flight, and then getting some workarounds to actually make it out here today was just a feat in of itself. But it all worked out.
Good.
We ended up still getting here, on the original schedule. But beyond that, that trip to the Chino Airport and with a visit with the owner of Lady Alice and able to have the ride of a lifetime in the back of his airplane was just absolutely phenomenal. So it was definitely one of the high points of my entire life, to say the least.
So you've got to tell all of us about the ride, because we're all probably a little bit jealous that you got to go up in the Lady Alice, and we want to hear all the details.
You know, it was a very surreal experience for me. I mean, the Mustang itself is an emotional airplane for me. Meaning, when I see it at Oshkosh or any other air shows, flying around, just looking at it, listening to it, feeling the vibration, the sounds, it's always resonated with me. And I mean, you can ask my son or my wife, and I get emotional over it. It's just just the history of the airplane and what it's been through, and our servicemen and men that have flown the airplane in combat, and it's just all of that resonates, and it just it has an effect on a person, and it certainly does that for me. And today was certainly no different. It was certainly the climax of lifetime experience for me, and something that I've always wanted to do. It's been the number one thing on my bucket list, but strapping into the back of that airplane and accelerating down the runway and just feeling the movements and smelling the exhaust and just the sheer power of that 1,500 horsepower Merlin engine, accelerating through and contour flying through the valley and then shooting up to 12,000 feet and checking out the snowscape of the mountains, from the recent storm was just phenomenal.
It sounds like a really awesome experience.
Yeah, it was, to say the least.
Well, as you talk about a kind of a lifelong dream and a lifelong process, can you talk to us a little bit about how you got involved in aviation? Did you get involved through manned aviation? Did you get involved through modeling?
Well, it all started with modeling for me. As soon as I was old enough to fold paper and make paper airplanes, that's where it kind of all started.
Yeah.
And then it evolved from there, initially with the Cox control line airplanes, with an 049 engine, to building my Carl Goldberg little jumping bean with the Cox 049 Golden Bee, and then graduating into the Carl Goldberg radio control models when I had enough money to put together for my paper out to buy everything that to make it fly.
Yeah.
Brought that home in a bag and just kept at it and reached out and found some members in the community that were involved as well. My dad helped me with that, and passing the transmitter back and forth, with my Carl Goldberg Eagle at 50 was really the tipping point for me in terms of, having some level of mastery of the skill. But I've always been involved in building and flying model airplanes, for really all of my adult life for the last 30 years. And the modeling aspect really helped develop the pathway for what is now my career, and that's an airline pilot. And so that helped provided the stimulus for private pilot training and my interest in the Air Force. I spent a 21-year career in the Air Force, and I've been with the airline now for almost 16 years, and so it's all very intertwined, and one complements the other, and there's certainly very solid relationships there between all of these different hobbies and passions that I have. So
absolutely. Well, anything else that you would like to share about the experience?
You know, I'm very grateful and just honored to be a part of something that I've wanted to do my entire life. And I know that WAGS is really good about sharing that experience with whomever he possibly can, and whoever's very interested in that. And so, maybe that time will come for somebody, and I'm certainly grateful that it happened for me today. And sitting here, I smell like P51 Mustang. So it's
there are worse things than that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely, and I love it. Really, it's just I'm on cloud nine. I really don't know how else to put it. I mean, it was just a phenomenal thing to be able to see and feel and hear and just be a part of, and have that connection with that airplane.
Well, now that you're back on the ground, at least physically, mentally, maybe we're still up there on cloud nine.
Oh yeah, we're there.
Anything you're excited to look for at the show while you're here?
I'm really excited to see what the latest manufacturers are bringing to the table. I'm more of a World War II warbird type of person, so that's where my interests are in accessories and that type of thing. So sure. I'm excited to see what's new for 2016 out there, and be able to talk with some of the vendors and who support this great hobby. Sure. That we're involved in. So.
Well, Chris,
maybe meet up with some meet some new friends and meet some old ones from previous events as well.
That's the best part. Everyone I talk to says, I came here to either buy X. More often than not, I came here to see old buddies.
That's right.
Well, Chris, congratulations! Absolutely,
thank you very much.
From all of us, we're glad that you had a great time, and we really thank you for taking a few minutes to come here and speak with us this afternoon on what's been a pretty busy day. And hopefully a pretty fun weekend for you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you very much.